Well, hey there, everybody. It's me, Dan Harkins, and I thank you today for joining me on a game of Hazard with the M60 Infrared. Yes, you heard correct. I decided to build a class that not only is great on making sure you have the most frustration as possible, but also lower your stats at the same time. Jokes aside, this is just a terrible class. I remember someone telling me that some extras guy, who I think is a pretty popular YouTube guy, used this and did fantastic. So I was like, well, gee willikers, I could probably do the same thing too. I was wrong. So wrong. Like going up to the chalkboard and answering 2 + 2 = 22 wrong. It was really hard, but I still had a blast using it. And changing my place up, I will say it was a bit more campier than what I would have played, but seeing as I had the infrared, can you blame me? Using the infrared has the same effect as playing with your TV off. And there were times where I could have done probably a lot better if I just turned my television off. It's just an utterly useless attachment outside using it on the L96A1, which surprisingly is pretty decent. I want to say I like the M60. It's been one of my favorite weapons since Call of Duty 4, and as much flack as I might get, I still prefer the Call of Duty 4 Iron Sights over this one in Black Ops. Let's just say I'm a sucker for gimping myself as much as possible, which is what I'm doing. But today, thanks to a recent Rage Malarkey video, where I believe he talked about, his working in the grocery stores and 10 things that he just couldn't, stand that people do around his store. It made me start thinking about, like, all my jobs. I worked in a grocery store for, like, 5-6 years. I was a baker. Some people called me a pedophile. I mean, what the hell do you expect? I mean, seriously. It's 2 a.m. I'm going in there, baking foods, donuts, delicious bagels that you're gonna consume, that you're gonna love. And you say, hey, you look like a pedophile. An actual employee said this to me, given she was a fat whale, so I really shouldn't take too much heart on what she said, because, she was fat and they're ugly, and no one has sex with fat people unless they're desperate. And I'm not saying that I've ever been that desperate that I've had sex with, like, 5 fat girls and gotten a blowy from one of them. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, sometimes you go to work and you half-ass it when you know no one's going to be there or going to be looking at you, especially if you're, like, in the back all the time. Like, have you ever looked at, like, one of the people in the grocery stores that stock things? There are some crazy looking people. Matter of fact, I believe I work with a transvestite. Yes, equal opportunity employment is just so stupid, because I don't get why they hired this guy girl, because it was supposedly a guy who got, like, sex change, looked like a woman. It's just grotesque. It just didn't work. I'm like, listen, broski. Can I call you broski? Because you don't look like a girl or a woman or anything that would resemble someone that would have a vagina. You look like something that, would come out of my ass if I was on a toilet, which is basically shit. Just this guy looked, like it looked like a funny comedy, kind of like, you knew it was a guy. He was like, hey, darling, where would you like me to put this bread? I'm like, just anywhere. Just fucking sit there. Just get out of my face. You're creepy. You're creepy. And you believe this lady said I was creepy? I look like a pedophile. That makes me feel really upset. Okay? Because I don't know what the hell a pedophile is supposed to look like. I always imagine, like, this really skinny, lanky white guy, with this weird mustache and, like, this cap that, sits outside of a playground. But me? No. I dress with normal jeans. I drive in a nice Prius, and I sit by a playground and, talk to girls that are, like, under 12. I'm just chatting. I'm not, trying to head on them. I mean, every once in a while I ask if they want to come back to my house, maybe we can, play, hide and seek, have sex, murder her. Those are some of the few things that I might do, but, really, it really hurt me when someone said I look like a child molester. Just, struck me in the heart. People are so quick to judge. I mean, 2 a.m. I'm not going to wear a tuxedo I'm not gonna like style my hair. You know, I'm gonna do the very bare essentials. Brush my teeth, take a shower, put deodorant on, and do this trivial work of putting donuts out. Not going to just dress myself up like I'm going to the club. Okay? The kids club is the only club I go to, guys, if you want to know. But it was really annoying. And this transvestite guy was, you know, he tried so much to act like a woman. He had a purse. And, you know, he also had, like, a son. And you could tell the son was just completely embarrassed to be with his dad-other. Dad-other is a mix of a dad and a mother, if you didn't know. And these kids just live such a terrible life. Terrible. Just so horrible. I mean, you know, the kid's face, you know, he's just so embarrassed. His face is red. You know he doesn't want to go out with his dad, but, you know, he humors them to make him feel like they still have that bond. But let me tell you something. If you're a dad, and somewhere down the line you magically decide to think that you should probably be a woman, I don't think it's the best idea to get a sex change until, you know, your son is out of your life for a good, you know, part. Or if you are going to hang out with your son, at least be a father for a bit. You know, wear a cap, sunglasses, look as suspicious as possible, but don't look like a woman when you don't. Now, if you're Malaysian or Taiwanese, you guys can get away with it. I will say, I've been tricked. I fell for the traps where, you know, these Asian girls, I'm like, wow, this girl's really hot. And then, you know, you look a little bit lower and you see a floppy penis in your face. And I'm like, wow, that, you got me. But if I never knew you had a penis, I would probably have sex with you. Until I found out you had a penis. I probably wouldn't have sex with you then. Unless, keywords unless, you're gonna pay me. And if there's money involved, I will do anything. It's a known fact. I've said it multiple times. I love money. You know, some people say you can't buy happiness. They are probably poor. Because you can buy happiness. Money can buy anything you ever desired. Except immortality at the moment. Hopefully a little bit soon. In this, you know, lifespan. They'll find a way to give immortality so I can get that too. But, you know, there's a lot of weird things that happen when you work in retail. A lot of weird customers. I mean, there's not a few stories I can't hit right now. But in the next video, I do kind of want to hit up on my actual first job. Because I had a very pleasant experience where I had to clean a bathroom filled with fecal matter on the ceiling and the walls. Everywhere except the toilet. I don't know if this guy took a 360 shit. I still don't know. But I thank you for watching. And the next gameplay, I'm going to be camping super hard. So get excited. Yeah!